Bueno, amigos, qué placer. Estamos con el campeón de las 135 libras, Sean O'Malley, que nos ha dado estos minutos para hablar de la pelea contra Chito Vera, que va a tener lugar en Miami en la UFC 299, y por eso le damos las gracias. Well, my friend, we're here with the champion, Sean Sugar O'Malley, who is going to fight Chito Vera in Miami, UFC 299. Let me tell you, Sugar, your last fight was in Boston. Boston was like coming or your town. Now you come to Miami. Miami is a territory maybe from Chito, many Ecuadorians, many Latin people.
Phone call.
Are
Let me
you?
put my
Don't
phone on
worry.
do not
Don't worry.
disturb. There we go.
Don't worry.
All right, there we go. Sorry.
No problem. No problem at all. What it means to you to fight against the public, because it's the public. One suppose the public will be with Chito in this fight.
Yeah, I kind of sorry I missed a little bit of the question with that phone call ish getting in there, but I know Boston was 100% Sugar fans, 0% Aljo. Miami is going to be a little bit more split, but between the two. But regardless, I mean, it doesn't matter. I could fight at the Apex with no one there, and I'm going to beat Chito. I could fight in Boston. I could fight in Miami. I could fight in Ecuador. I'm not losing to this guy.
When you go back and you look back to the first fight with Chito, what is the most that you remember? What is the memory that you have in your mind for that fight?
Slow. He's slow. That's what I remember. He was. I was compromised. He threw a kick. My foot shut off. So the nerve in my foot, I couldn't lift it like that. So every time I walked forward, I'd sprain my ankle. I remember having one foot in there, feeling like I could piece this dude up. It played out the way it played out, but very, very confident going into this fight with Chito.
And when you look at your record and you see that loss, and people will say, okay, she lost with Chito, whatever happens. What comes to your mind? Do you look at your record and see, oh man, I had to take this out of my story?
I don't know what record you're looking at, but when I look at my record, I see a beautiful 17, 18-0, 0 losses, 0 no contests. So I definitely love looking at my record. It's a beautiful thing. I've never been beaten, and it feels good, and I want to continue it to look that way.
How would you describe Chito's trajectory after that fight? How would you describe the road of Chito after that fight with you?
I think he had a good couple of performances. He knocked out Frankie Edgar, knocked out Dominic Cruz. He was losing both those fights until he landed that one shot, which props to him. If it's a fight, that's what you got to do. You're not going to win every minute of every fight, but if when I go look back at those fights, he was losing 90% of those fights. Had a beautiful performance against Corey, laid on his back for 25 minutes, barely beat Pedro, and I've just been knocking dudes out, starching dudes. So I think he's definitely, we're both going like this, but I'm on a rocket ship. He's on a fucking Spirit Airline flight.
In that fight, and you described Chito's arc. Since that fight, how much have, and obviously you are the champion, but what is the thing that you describe or you admire the most in your trajectory since that fight? What is the point that you say, oh, I'm better at this?
Yeah, I just been improving nonstop. Every fight, you can go and look at my fight after Chito. I fought Thomas Almeida, damn near killed him. Fought Chris Moutinho, pretty much killed him. I just been killing dudes, and he's been, winning, losing, going up and down, barely winning. So, yeah.
You had this fight with Chito, Miami. Then I assume that you will fight one or two times more in this season. Do you say that you want to be the best, the most recognized face in combat sport in the whole world? How do you think this fight with Chito will be helping you in that goal?
I think just the massive fight, UFC 299 is a massive card. It's looking better than the UFC 300. It's gonna be one of the best cards of the year. So that's obviously huge. It's in Miami. They always go all out in Miami. the KO I'm about to put on this dude's gonna go viral, and you know, that's just the next step into taking over combat sports. Go beat up Ilya after that. You know, then we'll see where we're at by the end of the year.
So you're saying that Ilya Tupuria is going to win, is going to beat Alex Volkanovski?
I don't even know if I think that. I'm just saying if he does, he might actually want to go out there and lose just so he doesn't have to fight me.
You say also, you sometimes you spoke about Conor McGregor, and you spoke about Conor McGregor singing his praises, him singing what is doing good for the sport. Do you think yourself sometimes bigger than Conor McGregor in 2, 3, 4 years?
Not that long. I go out there and KO Chito. You know, I'm right there. UFC's grown 40-50% since Conor was, you know, at the top. And me wanting to be bigger or as big as Conor has nothing to do with me not liking Conor. You know, it's completely the opposite. I'm probably one of the biggest Conor fans out there. So it's nothing like that. It's just kind of what's going to happen.
My last question: when everything is settled, when everything is over, okay, you're gonna be the best, you're gonna be the biggest, but in your heart, how do you want the people remember you inside the octagon?
I mean, I want my highlight reel to speak for itself. I guess that's just for me. It's just, you know, click on YouTube, type in Sugar highlights, and watch that shit for 4 hours. That's what I want, a 4-hour highlight reel.
Well, it's been a pleasure, Shua Sean O'Malley. Hope you do well in Miami. We're looking forward to see you here in the sun capital of the world. Thank you, Chito. Thank you, Shua, for this moment.
Yep. Thank you, bro. Have a good one.
You too.